Hello, my name is Melissa Widhalm, and I'm the Associate Director and Regional Climatologist at the Midwestern Regional Climate Center. We're located on the campus of Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana. Today, we're going to explore a newly released product called the Freeze Date Tool. This resource is a modern, interactive tool that lets you investigate past data and trends in first fall freeze dates, last spring freeze dates, and the length of the growing season. When you first visit the tool, you're in the map view, like you see here. Across the top, these rectangles are buttons that let you navigate to different map options. Here, we're showing the first fall freeze date map. More specifically, we're showing the average date when a location first reaches 32 degrees. These are in Fahrenheit. You can see that listed in the title just above the map. Now, if you move your mouse over the map, it'll tell you some information about that first fall freeze date. So here in Tippecanoe County, where I'm located, the average first fall 32-degree freeze typically happens at about October 13th. Now, down the right-hand side of this graphic, you can see options to customize the data. One unique aspect of this product is that you can adjust the freeze temperature threshold that you're viewing on the map. So this is useful since your fruit or vegetable operation might be more or less sensitive to various temperatures. For instance, if you grow vegetables in a hoop house, perhaps you don't worry about cold damage until the outdoor temperature is around 25 degrees, not 32 degrees. Which is what we're showing here now on the map. Or maybe you grow a crop outside that can experience damage before it technically freezes. So maybe at, say 35 degrees or 38 degrees. So this tool lets you adjust that temperature accordingly. You can also select the statistic that's displayed on the map. So here we're showing the average date of the first freeze, but you can also see early and late dates, earliest and latest dates. We give a variety of options that give you an idea of the extremes that you might want to plan for. Now, the data in this tool covers the period from 1950 to 2021. And we use gridded data from ACIS, which is the Applied Climate Information System. Gridded data are based on actual temperature measurements from weather stations all across the region, but we do use a computer algorithm to help us fill in those data gaps. So this allows us to provide county-level data across the entire central U.S. But please note that local freeze conditions may differ from county averages due to influences from topography or data availability. Now, one of my favorite features about this tool is that the map lets you quickly and easily move between viewing data more broadly at a regional scale, like here in the map, or viewing data more locally in detail at the local scale. So from any map, simply click on the county. This instance, I clicked on Hamilton County, Indiana, and then you'll see a series of charts for that specific location. Again, the rectangles at the top, these are buttons that take you to different chart views. And down the right-hand panel, these are options to customize the data that you're seeing in your chart. Now, here we're looking at what we call a time series plot, which lets you view all of the past data points. Now, the default is to look at data for all 8 temperature thresholds, but for simplicity's sake, let's just go ahead and look at 2 different temperature thresholds. So let's go with 32 degrees and how about a 25 degrees? Okay, so across the bottom here, you'll see years going from 1950 all the way to 2021. And from top to bottom, these are dates. So towards the top, this is showing dates earlier in the fall, and towards the bottom, dates later in the fall. And you can mouse over any point to get the exact freeze date for that particular year. This solid line in the middle, that's showing the linear trend. So if the line is flat, kind of like it is here on the 32-degree temperature threshold, that shows there's no trend at all. So in other words, conditions really aren't changing over time. But the more slanted or diagonal that line, that's telling you the more rapidly the freeze dates are changing if we go back in history. What's really interesting is that with this tool, it shows us that freeze date trends really depend on your temperature of interest and your location. So while we have a lot of clear data that shows us freeze dates are shifting across the Midwest, the changes aren't exactly the same everywhere. So this knowledge can really help you make more informed local decisions based on your specific sensitivity to different temperature thresholds. Well, that's all the time I have for you here today. There is so much more to explore, so I hope you'll check out this tool. You can find a link on the Midwestern Regional Climate Center's website right there on the homepage by visiting mrcc.purdue.edu.